Prime time. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Out of the gun, give to Charbonnet. Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And the Giants first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Giants first down.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Giants first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. Nifty footwork at the 45. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now Daniels. That one too wide and incomplete. Well, you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Giants first down. A gain of 9 yards.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Again, it's Charbonnet. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Here's Daniels. Through the middle of the field. He's got the first down and more. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Now Goff. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Giants' offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
on the give, here's Charbonnet. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A run on 1st down with Shipley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good.
Makes the score.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hunter. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now it's gone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Josh Downs from 10 yards out. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is down to 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, never.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love
so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
On the coverage.
Gone. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down. 1st and 10.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
New York set to take the field. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 15-yard
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
A gain of
Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. Now he's free at the 35. And he gets this one down to the 24. 57 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this 1st half. There's Charbonnet once again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Giants first down.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now run by Charbonnet. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Daniels looking to throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jaden Daniels, a 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. Now he'll take this and run. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Giants
off the play fake. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Giants, 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Giants.
To throw is Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
46-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll begin here with a run to Charbonnet. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Giants, 1st down.
Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete to Pearsall. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
On the carry, Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Christian Barmore busting through to get him for a loss of 6. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
From the gun, here's Goff. A short throw caught by Andrews. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. .158 left to play till we hit halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This short throw caught by Goddard. 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's
from the shotgun, it's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, New York.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
18 more yards. That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the
Here's Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
3rd and long.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. They'll try and do this himself. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
2nd and 10.
Goff now to throw. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Goff throwing again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hunter will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Short of the goal line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Tracy. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line.
Short of the goal line. No gain on the play. Brings up
On the keeper, here's Groff. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers are back within a score.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Now gone. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away this timeout.
The visitors' offense had Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Daniels. This short throw caught by Goddard. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Straight ahead, and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And now out come the Steelers. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To the air again, Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Goff. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Goff. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Steelers first.
Now it's Goff. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, Goff. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, the terrible towel is in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. To the air goes Daniels. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done.
Oh, they're on him too quickly. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Steelers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
But for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
20, Giants 19.
So the very rare blocked punt, scooped, and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Giants
on the handoff, it's Shipley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
J.C. Horn on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Out of the gun to give to Charbonnet. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. Here is 3rd and 5. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants first down. A gain of 22.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. This is 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Daniels. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Steelers' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Here's Goff. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring on second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Now Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Third down and 10 yards.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go play action. Daniels. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Daniels looking to throw. Left side, he's got Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is gone. And this taken in by Downs. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Give him 2 on the play there. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh 1st.
36-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. 2nd and 10.
For Tyrone Tracy. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll grab a gain of 5 over this up to the 41-yard line.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the 50, it's gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt.
Possession switching back to the New York Giants. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Off the play fake, Daniels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Giants.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Out route pass complete to Goddard.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Daniels.
He'll try and do this himself.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On is the punt team now as this one sent away. Just 21 yards on the punt there.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the Braves. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On the give, it's Tracy.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Goff now to throw.
And he is caught.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And this is going to be home in by the tight end Andrews.
Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
Now Goff. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Jr. incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
This is Hunter. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Hunter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Giants, it's a critical before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
They bring the tight end in motion. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another Raiders.
They're going to go play action with Penix. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Las Vegas, first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Penix now off the bootleg. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
23 yards.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at him. It's 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Jared Wiley. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. Led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
You know, it's funny, some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win, but they just didn't get the performances and the production from those around him. So he needs to continue to play at that level, continue to bring along the rest of his teammates. If they can get a more collective performance similar to his,
It's in the game.
On first down, Herbert. He'll rotate Cotton. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football is out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Clark. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Raider first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Once again, it's Cook. Good blocking to the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders move out on top, 14-0.
Bengals nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and Cooper Kupp heading back onto the field. And as the weeks start to dwindle away here in the regular season, he's currently #1 in the league in receptions. The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9.
Second and 9.
Out Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. He may go. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 71 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Back at the 19-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
3rd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Whoa! Oh, how about that hit? Wow! He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That one pulled in by Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up
Shotgun now for Herbert. Forced out left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Raiders with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. 2nd and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
17 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
Now Herbert. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
At the 28-yard line.
Herbert to the air again. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Now 2nd and 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Las Vegas. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception, and now Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Raiders will take a 21-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Start on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Herbert. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
First down.
To throw is Herbert. That's to Gray, open on the left side.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Third down and the 11.
Now Herbert again. He'll get this one complete to Brown. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Throwing again, Herbert. Pass is completed to Cup. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He's got the first down and more than that. And he will get into the end zone. Moulers, touchdown Cincinnati. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return is Rodgers. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Good for a Las Vegas first down. A gain of 12. First down, Raiders.
On the zone read, this is Penix. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And he'll take it on in. Drake London. Touchdown, Vegas. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Raiders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Brown now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bengals offense And Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Throwing on first down is Herbert. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Herbert to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete.
Throwing. Herbert. Pass is caught by Gray, right side. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's a Cincinnati first down. Take the handoff. Now Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Herbert to the air again. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown. From the 35, it's first and 10.
That's another Bengals first down.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's got another one. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Bengals. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Bengals 21.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense and running back James Cook making their way out. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's complete left side to Worthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
At the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Here's second and 6. They'll send Worthy in motion. On second down, Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
first and 10 at the
They'll come up here,
37-yard line.
first and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Look wide, get this one complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Penix gonna throw again. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The ball's out, and it is recovered by the Bengals. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here.
And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Herbert now on 1st down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver.
Now 2nd and 10.
And it'll be 2nd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. 3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On play action. Now Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
The Raiders offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pick.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Cook, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll send Worthy in motion. On 3rd down, Penix to the left side into the hands of Moore. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down. Penix now going to keep it on the zone read. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. Put the pressure on the defense to make the right decision. In this case, they decide to go after the running back, but it's the quarterback who pulls it and keeps it himself and is able to convert for the first down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Right side, caught by Wiley. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing again, it's Penix. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Hayden Prather. Touchdown, Raiders. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Raiders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own
The Bengals offense. And Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the top quarterbacks in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yards. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 28-yard
Second down,
line.
8 to go from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Herbert. This one into the hands of Brown. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. For the middle, it's Cup. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on
Ball
the
spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple.
45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll step up and run this. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up a first down.
8 yards on the play. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Herbert. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Herbert to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal.
Harrison
This
Butker
will
on
be
for
from
the field goal.
56 yards away.
56
Butker's kick is good. And the Bengals are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
24.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Raiders offense and running back James Cook making their way out. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Las Vegas first down.
On first down, it's Penix. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On second down, here's Penix. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Raider first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Las Vegas.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
He was defended by
now Penix on 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
The Raiders have their punt team out there. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Bengals offense. And Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On first down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of
2nd
2.
down and 8.
2nd and 8.
Here's Penix. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Penix. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he was trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Brown now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Now it's Herbert. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Herbert. It's complete. He's got Cup. Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season. And he gives his team a 1st down.
Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Once again, it's Cook. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here is Pitts. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on the zone read. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Taylor Decker, the former Buckeye, guilty on that one. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. The Raiders send their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Herbert. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
The Bengals, 1st down.
No play fake. Herbert. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Herbert
7.
to the air again. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slav. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
22 yards, the pickup there. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
40-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Herbert again. That is caught at the 3. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Brings up 2nd and
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return is Rodgers. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders' offense and running back James Cook making their way out. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. We'll begin with a zone read. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16 yards on the game. And a quick 1st down.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He's going to keep this again. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
On second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
And it's third.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll send Worthy in motion. On third down, Penix. A short pass taken in by Warren. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.